Alright, so I have Anila first, and then Toka. God, I worked today and talked to me for like, ooh. Alright, so let's, let me see if Anila comes in, because she donated earlier and I had to like run out. Um, and then I got you. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. You know, one of my friends, oh my God, one of my friends just told me, I'm gonna screenshot that, but I'm gonna obviously block your name out. I always block everybody's names out. I just like to keep things private. Even if I mean, we're on a live chat, but still. Yeah, but you see how it's still growing. You remember, like we're humans, so like naturally some things. You know what I feel like I think that we have consumed so much social media, where things are supposed to like we think things are supposed to move like real fast, and they're not. You know, realistically, most people don't move things fast, especially when it's somebody that's serious. It's okay. Obviously, you're not gonna be 2 years in still wondering, right? But yeah. Yeah, you see, like I always say, like everybody. So there's this thing called everybody's you push out. You know, I teach law of assumption, and your person is gonna people, not just your person, but people are gonna show up in your life, and um, people are gonna show up in your life the way, whatever stories you're telling, right? So people are gonna show up in your life that way, and if you're, you know, seeing things like I'm trying to think of something. I've been talking about this all day, but um, like men are always inconsistent, or like, you know, specifically stuff with your person, like, oh, he's moving so slow, then you're gonna you're gonna experience that, right? Because you're already seeing he's moving slow. So what's gonna happen is, whatever you tell yourself, like whatever you're telling your those conversations, those inner conversations, whatever you're saying, life is, however you want, the universe, life, your subconscious, whatever, is going to prove it to you. So like, even with people that say like those conversations, I think I said, like when people get too into like, oh, money shit, or like money da 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 da, you guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna experience men in that way, because that's what you're assuming. So yeah, that's what I was trying to like. That's what I was telling you, that 11 people. Yeah, now 11. Jess. Hi, Jess. I know y'all probably was like, girl, this girl been talking all day. I felt like that too, but I was like, yo, I just had so much to get out, and I was like, I just feel like we, you know, I just want, you know, you guys to be, I just want you guys to be okay. I don't want you guys to lose yourselves in, you know, in that kind of way. Um, hold on real quick, guys. Jess, can you make me a list, please? So it's Anila first, Toka, and then John. Alright, so I don't know if Anila wants me to do if she's not here before I go live. I mean, before I get off, I'll do her question. But alright, so I'm gonna get started on Toka's channeled reading. So guys, I will probably be quiet, and I mean, I'll still be interacting with you guys. Okay, John, I got you. I'm gonna work on Toka real quick. Well, not real quick, but I have a channel reading for her. So I'll be working on this. So this is for Toka. What does Jay? What does he want her to know at this time? All right, I gotta put my little. Frosted sugar cookies. I know exactly. Yo, do you know what's funny? When I went to the market today, I saw those. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Alright, let's see. This is for Jess. I mean, no, this is for Toka. This is for Toka. This is for Toka. The ones people hate. I don't eat those, but I know, like, my sister loves them. What does Jane want to say to her? What does Jane want to say to her? If the music is too loud, y'all let me know. I just need something. I need background noise that is not music that then they kind of block the videos. What does he want to say to her? Oh shit, this is another J. I just realized that. Oh shit. Well, I feel like he's already coming through. Just get. So good. Let me just collect these cards. And you also get messages with your channel, like the handwritten messages. He's like a really good person to tap into. I have some people that are a little harder, or sometimes they like hesitant or something. But okay, so I'm feeling no, wait, I'm reading that. I was supposed to erase that. I was supposed to rip that out yesterday. My bad. That was not for you. I meant to rip this out yesterday. That just like I was like, wait, I didn't. Oh my God. Okay. I think about you a lot. I used to try to ignore those thoughts, but they became too frequent to ignore. It feels like I've known you forever, like you're home to me. You are so soft and peaceful. I have tried to ignore how I feel about you, but there's this fire you lit up in my heart that won't go away, and I don't want it to go away. I am very traditional. I'm a very traditional man. Um, So I don't date for fun. I date with intention, and I have every intention to take things to the next level. Even if it's little by little, I just want things to grow organically. I feel comfortable being myself around you, and that doesn't come easy at all for me. I see growth and change in the near future, and I look forward to that. I've been in some toxic situations, so I'm listening to my intuition and following it when it comes to you. I'm leaning towards you instead of running this time. Maybe he's been a runner in the past. I want to make lasting memories with you. You remind me of those unique pieces of jewelry that only exist in movies. You know what I thought of when I got that? I thought of have you watched? I'm sure. I'm hoping. I mean, the Titanic, where Rose, she has that necklace with that blue stone. That's what I pictured, that jewelry. I treasure every moment we talk and spend together. I feel a halo of protection over us. I want you to know how beautiful you are. I can stare at you all day and not care who is watching. Yeah, I thought of that piece of jewelry because that was a really unique. I don't what that's what where I got the unique part from, because I was like, that was a really unique um piece of jewelry. Um, Let me get your messages from him. I want to do black messages actually. Oh my God, you do? Oh, girl, that's crazy. That's how you know I was tapped into him, because um yeah, that's what I got, like a unique, and it was that blue, right? It was blue. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think it was like the jewelry stands out to him like with you, like how I could put it with the channel reading. I feel like they were they with the channel readings. I feel like they'll sometimes I'll get messages to like that kind of lets you know I'm tapped into their energy. So I'm sure he's noticed your necklace, but he wasn't specifically referring. That message that I got wasn't specifically referring to your necklace. It was referring to who you are. Like you remind him of a unique piece of jewelry. Um, so yeah, I wanted to clarify that. So let's see what the handwritten messages. Oh, you know what? Just after Anila is actually at IJ. I think he sent a donation earlier. But the fact that you wear that, that means like yeah, they were. I'm sure he's noticed it. I need you. What does he want to say to Toka? Believe in us. I'm so scared to lose you. That's that rare, unique thing. I'm so burnt out. So he could be just like exhausted from work. The wait is over. I feel like you don't care anymore. This could be like, you know how like he was being like a little distant, and you maybe have this had distance yourself. Remember, I don't know why that happens, but humans are built that way. I love your voice. The thought of you always makes me smile really big. There's a huge void in my life since you've been gone. Yeah, see, I think he noticed that you may have like you have pulled your energy, which that's not a bad thing. I am done with my past and we will be committed very soon. So that is what I have for you, boo. I hope that was helpful. All right. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Are IJ or Anila here? You're welcome. IJ or Anila. John, if you're here, go ahead and post. Just put this here. Okay, you can post, John. A general, whatever. Direction, spiritual needs. Okay, so just a general reading, basically. All right, general reading for John. All right, Spirit. This is a general reading for John. What does he need to know at this time? Actually, let me grab my other cards. Fall for your life? Why? Did you have like diarrhea? Hey, IJ, how are you? All right, you got the 9 of water. Yes. 9 of fire. The 2 of fire. The 5 of air. So with the 9 of water, to me, this is a card of wishes coming true. Concerns of anything, like maybe, and like whether it's your love life, your finances, your health, like there's concerns of anything in your life that, and anything you've been concerned with recently, those concerns will fade away. The 9 of fire talks about not giving up, protecting the things that you believe in. They're saying continue to believe in yourself. Don't let go of your beliefs, or don't let anything make you feel like what you're believing in is not factual. You have the 2 of air, which is about, sorry, the 2 of fire. To me, this feels like they're saying continue to move forward. If you are keeping yourself stuck, they're saying that there's a need to like continue to move forward. Stop looking back. Stop holding yourself back, because the only thing that can hold you back is you, basically. The 5 of air is about, this is about choices, but the 5 of air is, they're saying like learn what you can from it. So there's a situation here that you need to learn from it rather than staying stuck with it. I know, like for me, like life lessons, I feel like if there's anything that has been repetitive in your life, again, career, health, finances, whatever, there's a lesson that needs to be learned. They're also saying, like, basically check everyone's motives. Not everyone that's around you is means well, right? So like with the two of fire, what I was saying, like, continue to um move forward, and like continuing with the nine of fire, like continue to believe in yourself, and like don't let, like, how I can say it is like I'm around like-minded people. I'm not like, when I say like-minded people, I mean like with beliefs, with how I move, how, like, I don't be around lazy people, or I don't be around people that are pessimistic. So I feel like there could be certain things or people that you have around that you may have to like disconnect from, in order to grow. The Knight of Earth is here. The Moon. The Six of Air. And the King of Air. With the Knight of let me just put this one here, the Page of Air. The Knight of Pentacles is, I'm sorry, the Knight of Earth is a very loyal, dedicated, honorable type of person, right? So what they're saying is, again, I'm getting the same energy of like needing to honor your commitments, continue to move forward, right? Stop, stop staying still when you know that there's more potential if you continue to move forward. They're saying continue to honor your commitments to yourself, not to others. The Moon is here, and the Moon for me is always a card of like releasing fears that are holding you back, and just kind of not even believing, knowing that there's always things working out for you in the background. Even if you're not seeing them, there is movement behind the scenes. The Six of Air is here, which is they're saying like there's an end of a difficult situation for you. Like, I feel like we're kind of closing a door here, tying loose ends, burning them, and just letting them be. The King of Air is here. The King of Air is a very brilliant person. They're saying speak your mind with confidence, right? Balance your mental and emotional consideration. So for me, like when it comes to this stuff, is like balancing like your practical, this, like when it comes to decision making, right? Most of the time we're using our conscious mind, right? Which is a lot of times making decisions based off our ego. And what they're saying is there needs to be a balance when it comes to making some decisions. Like, take your time to go within rather than quickly making a decision. Everything revolves around you, not the other way around. All right, you have the Page of Air, the Strength card. We have Release here. Yeah, this is about letting go. This is mainly what I'm getting. The main energy is here of letting go of things. We have Awakening and the Chariot. Yeah, it's about moving forward. The Page of Air is here, and I feel like if there's change to any plans that you have that come up, rather than seeing them as delays, just look at them as just changes of plans, right? I think a lot of times we get stuck on like, so like let's say you're trying to buy a new car, and you this week just it didn't happen. You didn't find the car you wanted. It just didn't happen. It's not a delay. It's just it's a change of plans. Now we got to come back and do it next week or in a few days. You have the Strength card, so they're saying go within. The Strength card to me is about going within, releasing any harsh judgments and forgiving. There needs to be forgiveness here, because I'm getting like, even with the Release card, it's like there's a need to forgive and move forward. Like, I keep hearing time to move on. So only you will know what it is that you have to move on from. I always tell everybody on here, you know more than even Spirit knows, because you should know what you need to move, what's inside. So, there's things that sometimes we have a hard time with, like, admitting to ourselves, but the sooner we do it, the easier things get, right? So just there's a need to, like, it's time to move on from a circumstance here that you're still holding on to. You have the Awakening card with the Chariot, and for me this looks at the Awakening card is almost like the Hangman in the regular tarot, and it's all about gaining new perspective, which is what I was saying instead of seeing things as a delay, just look at them as just a change of plans. Um, they're saying like there could be like a temporary standstill, mean that things are not going your way. It's just a little pause. And then the Chariot is here, which is talking about self-discipline and willpower. I also get what the Chariot is like after some standstill energy, of maybe feeling stuck or like having to still gain some new perspective or some type. You're gonna receive some type of enlightenment. You're gonna be able to move forward more clearly. So I feel like this is all about going within, and like I said, only you know what the things are that you have to move forward from. So that is what I have for you, John, and thank you so much. All right, so now IJ, you're welcome. All right, IJ with a channel. All right, gotcha. What are you guys talking about? Cologne? All right, but this not. Let me see for IJ. I haven't got a channel reading in a few days. I want to say since like Sunday, I think. You know. All right, I need to chill. I wonder if I could. I'm sure I could probably channel him myself. I get so much travel energy from her lately, and it's showing up a lot today. Hi, Sarah Boo. How are you? Yes, donations are open. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Sarah, it was fine. Yep. Hi Joker, how are you? Guys, please like the stream. Alright, IJ. Let me pack up these. Of course. I've been on for almost an hour already. It doesn't even feel like, oh, you know what, because I did a channel. The first thing I did was channel. Alright, so, you know, okay. So it's funny how I was getting travel and then it was like, your reading has nothing to do with travel. So I was like, oh, okay, I get where this was where this was going now. All right, so you know what I've realized? Sometimes I wish I could see the world through your eyes. The way you notice details about me that others have overlooked, like the light hits the water, like when the light hits the water, or how someone's laugh can light up the room. Those are like the little things you notice about me, the rare things. I imagine stepping into your perspective. Sometimes I imagine stepping into your perspective just for a moment. Maybe that will help me understand your heart how your heart processes things, how you carry your strength and your silence, how you love in ways you don't say out loud. To see the world through your eyes, I think I'd fall in love with life differently and even fall in love with you even more because there's something about your view of life that makes everything feel more meaningful. You make the world feel much more romantic just by existing in it. And if I could see it through your eyes, I know I'd never look away, not even for an instance. That is for you, IJ. That was a good message. I was like, okay. She did not talk about herself at all, which is good. Let's see, what does that want to say to IJ? Ooh, why is it? I haven't shuffled this deck in a minute. What does that want to say to IJ? Oh, really? So she feels that way about you, too. Mm-hmm. What's that want to say? Okay. I'm sorry for taking you for granted. I miss our everyday talks. So if you haven't talked, I feel like she's missing talking to you. I need you. I miss you so damn much. I talk about you to everyone. There's a huge void in my life since you've been gone. I feel like you don't care anymore. Remember, just take what resonates. I'm on my way towards you. We will be committed very soon. Ooh, you know what I just got? Like, that I feel like you don't care anymore. And there's a huge void in my life. Then I'm coming towards you. You know what I'm getting with all of this little what's going on is like, you know, as you elevate, sometimes like you're elevating and your person is like just catching up. So as you elevate, I feel like it's definitely going to keep pushing her, or I wouldn't say pushing her, but yeah, I would say pushing her to also meet you where you're at, which that's not a bad thing. I'm so scared to lose you. Yeah. All right, we got a few more. I'm planning a date night for us. I have trust issues, but I'm going to work on that. I feel like she's already been working on that. And your beauty is so mesmerizing. This, for me, feels like that. Like, she wants to see the world through your eyes because you may see it more beautiful than she does. So, yeah. Good. That's why I tell y'all, like, I have a belief that people change for you. And people get scared to work on like themselves because they be scared that they're gonna like not want their person anymore. But it's like, no, you don't. You build a belief around that. Like, as I evolve, so does my person. My person meets me exactly where I'm at. So yeah, that's what I have for you, IJ, and you're welcome. All right, and thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Jess, you can post. IJ beat you this time. All right, let's see. How did Jay feel about Justice Post? All right, just take your time. Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, please like it. Thank you. How did Jay feel about Justice Post? All right, the Five of Swords. The Moon. The Hangman. I feel like he watched, like, girl, I feel like he, you know, when you just like hold a story and you just pause on, like, have you ever done that? That's what I'm getting from this. Like, he was being, I feel like he, the Five of Swords, I want to just clarify this Five of Swords. Yeah, look, he's even watching. Like, I feel like he paused on it and he was like taking in every detail of this story of the post. I feel like there's, to me, the Moon is, I feel like he does little things that, girl, you know what I'm getting? All right. I feel like he does, all right, this is what I learned this a long time ago. I don't know if that still works, but when you like go to, like, all right, you got your story showing up there, so you open up the story that's like, he opened up the story, the person's story that was next to you, and like, I think that he initially like holds that story and goes over, because I feel in the past, I know in the past, you wouldn't get see him seeing your story. So I feel like when he sees your story at first, he sees it normally, right? Like, he'll just go in there and see your story, and then like, I feel like he took a pause on it, but then like, I feel like he revisits it. So I feel like this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna revisit it, but he's gonna revisit the story in a way where you're not gonna be able to see that he went back to look at it. Because if I'm not mistaken, when you view a story and you come back to it, it brings you right back up to the top. So I feel like he's discreetly viewing your story again, where you're not seeing that. Show me more. The Nine of Wands. See, being discreet. Being discreet. I feel like he is watching. He's definitely going back to see it. Show me more, sir. The Two of Cups. You know what I'm getting? You know, lie. This feels like when I'm sneaky and watch story. That's why I was like, oh, I'm trying to explain this without including my. Well, I don't do that anymore, but when I used to, you know what? I feel like he initially goes and sees your story, unless he like. I feel like, because I do feel like he has the notifications on, so sometimes it just happens, right? But if he hasn't seen it, like, if you ever, all right, so let's just say you had your story for a few hours and he hasn't seen it yet. He has seen it yet. You're not just not seeing him in your views. He's already saw it, but he's gonna come back later to it. Like, there's a lot of little sneaky stuff going on with this fucking, yeah, like, spirit is exposing him right now. My face is hot, like, you know, when like, secondhand embarrassment. Like, I feel like he views your story without you noticing sometimes at first, and then he'll come back later, and then you just catch him. So I do feel like he's been trying to, like, I think or this could be like before, he could have been trying to be more discreet about things, and now he's more open, but I do feel like he still goes back and sees your story. Um, the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? With the Four Wands, he wants that reunion, and I feel like it's coming in very soon. I think he's getting tired of the. You know what? You ever watch the cartoon Tom and Jerry? It was always a chase, right? Or it was always like a, cat mouse game, right? And I feel like he's done with, like, I want to say, like, just waiting. Um, I feel like, yeah, like he's just done with waiting. Like he's trying to come back home. He's trying to have that reunion. So I feel like your post kind of like is keeps opening that door. Um, it keeps opening that door, like that door where he's missing you and wanting to be around you, which that is a good thing, right? Because if he's missing you, wanting to be around you, he's gonna make it happen. Um, yeah, look, the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you're post like he's enjoying them. You have the Two of Cups here. He still views you as the person that he's compatible with. You do too. And I feel like there's like that same energy that you guys are, look, when I said like feels like coming home, right? So yeah, I feel like he's getting, it's good that he's feeling this way. Like that he's missing you, that he's yearning, because it is pushing him to like reconnect in a real way. Um Yeah, and look, the Emperor is here, and look, you got the Eight of Wands. So definitely some communication coming in, some more direct, more of a direct communication. Okay. Oh, hi, Diamond. How are you? Thank you. Since I'm aware of the story I was telling myself, and I'm addressing it, how will it affect my? Okay, let's see. Just can you text me? I just want to know how you're addressing it. Show me, sir. How is this going to affect her love manifestation moving forward? All right, we got the Eight of Swords. The Sun. Girl, you are going to, first of all, you're going to feel fucking free. Like, not even, I feel like you freed yourself, right? Because the Eight of Swords is like very trapped in your mind. I don't know why my face has been hot since I've been on here. Like, you were so trapped in your mind and in your disbelief, right? Because that's exactly what the Eight of Swords is, right? Like having those negative thoughts, like, a victim mentality. Like you were restricting yourself, right? You were literally restricting basically your manifestation. With the Sun, is almost like we go from dark, I don't want to say darkness, but that's how I'm going to say darkness, to like now there's a bright light here. So it's like, remember how I kept getting like he was going through that tunnel, and then he started to see the light. Like you just kind of skipped that. Like you literally went from feeling um okay, yeah, good, good, good. I wanted to make sure you wasn't hyper focusing on it. So good, you're doing the right thing, because it is not things that come up that you're just sitting there like just thinking. So good. That's why I asked you, Jess. It wasn't like I was questioning you in that kind of way. I just wanted to make sure, because we're not hyper focusing on old stories. Like we're not. We're hyper focusing on the new stories. So with the Sun is like you freed yourself. So I feel like you're gonna be able to have more of that light energy. Like I can explain it is like, remember how I've been saying, like, I feel, for me, when I feel more calm, I can focus more on what I'm doing what I'm telling myself. Where is like when I'm in anxiety, is I'm fighting like the anxiety, or like I'm fighting the doubts, or like the stupid shit that's coming up. And I can tell you that like a lot of that shit has rarely come up lately. So I feel like you're that's how I can put it. Like you're feeling more. I feel like when you do like your process, whatever it is, your routine, however you do it, you're just gonna start to feel more light in general, right? You're gonna have more fun with it. You're gonna be enjoying it more because it's literally what the sun card is, right? Like just having fun. And I feel like the sun is also about the truth being revealed, right? Is a truthful card. Is like when the once you know, I told y'all the other day, like go within, you know, the stories, figure out what stories you've been telling. Like you know yourself more than I will know yourself, than even sometimes spirit, right? And once you did that, you got your clarity. So that's what I'm getting. Like you just got, you cleared up the something that was like clouding your judgment. I hope that makes sense. I'm intending it makes sense. But if it doesn't, you know, you tell me. Show me more. How would this affect her love manifestation? Look, more investing in it. So you remember how I said quality over quantity. I feel like for me with this Four of Pentacles, um the Four of Pentacles sometimes can talk about like fear of change, or it can talk about like literally investing. And I feel like you're able to, I feel like the way you're going to invest more into like that manifestation is just going to be feel more fun than making something happen. I hope that makes sense. Um, Show me one more for this Four of Pentacles. Even letting go of some control issue. Um, Look, the Ten of Cups. That's the like the have one of the happiest cards. It's about emotional stability, and we know we talk about how manifest, but yeah, if you're having a like if you, let's say you just feeling emotional. Remember how like we say like even when we like when we're about to get our menstrual, sometimes the hormones are all over the place, and sometimes can we can I we can identify our like emotional instability, or feeling like, you know, like crying, or you know, or being upset with the closest thing to our heart, right? Where I feel like with this is like, and so what that starts to cause is we start thinking negative, right? If you don't catch yourself. So I feel like that's what I'm getting with the emotional stability. Like you're gonna be feeling more secure, just so like you anyone to tell you. Like you didn't get it from a reader, or you didn't get it from like even me. Like I didn't actually tell you like what is it, like I didn't ask you what is it that I just said figure it out, because there's something that you're holding on to, and you did. So I feel like it's also going to start making you feel more secure within yourself when it comes to like just any manifestations in general, because now you learn that, all right, I haven't seen no movement, or like not the one that I want. What am I holding on to? So moving forward, it kind of opens the gate for you in general. Um, which that's what you want in manifestation. You want to feel secure within yourself. Um, you have the Empress, the Four of Swords. Girl, letting go of the past. Yeah, I feel like again letting go of those old stories, and I feel again like you're gonna just feel more relaxed. Like I feel like you're gonna be able to really like, I say like as you the more you like, as you affirm it, you naturally go into those states, right? For me, the people that try to force a state, like forcing the like, you know, embodying who they are, like yeah, set reminders, and you want to just remind yourself that you are the creator, the power behind everything, right? But you don't want to force yourself into a state, and because it's gonna naturally happen when you affirm. um I know that's what's happened to me. So I feel like with the Empress, um I feel like you're you literally kind of just nurtured yourself, like you just kind of mothered yourself, right? So like the love that you like, your love for yourself to address yourself, right? Because it's always hard to do that, right? To address that, you know what, I am holding on to something that doesn't fucking, it's not benefiting me, right? You doing that, you kind of just dissolved any anxieties or fears. You see, yeah, that's why I said, like, I know that we know emotions don't manifest. We know that that doesn't. But I do feel like our human body will identify with stuff, right? Because it has like that muscle memory, basically, right? And it will start to find, if you start to feel anxious, it's gonna find the first thing it can think of to be like, this is why. And again, one thought creates the next, right? This heavy feeling these past few weeks, and I feel more like, yeah. And I feel like that's like, you see how like even with the Four of Swords, you may start to be able to even sleep better. So like, to me, and I know we're talking about the manifestation, but I do like to like talk about the human body, because I know for me, if I don't sleep well, I feel completely off, right? And I stopped saying that because, you know, everything is your own belief. But I just feel like you with the Four of Swords, you're just gonna feel more at peace. So when you're affirming and stuff like that, you're just gonna feel more in that energy of like acceptance that this is yours, rather than I am affirming to get it. You're kind of just like, no, I already have it. The Five of Cups, to me, again, letting go of the past, letting go of any grief, forgiving, um forgiving. And to me, it feels like problem solving. Like, and I feel like when moving forward, you may be able to just go back and, like, you know, like I always tell y'all, like, tap into yourself, you know, check yourself, like, how was I feeling today? Like, why am I feeling like this? um the King of Wands is here, and we know who this is, and I feel like this is also helping him let go of the past. So keep working on your revision too. I don't know if you stopped or not, but keep doing it, keep working on it. I feel like it's actually like helping this. I also feel like when I got serious with my revision, I started to also see, like, you know how we say everything goes hand in hand. I started to see like little um, things that I was actually holding on to myself. So keep working on your revision too, Jess, because I do see him like naturally coming in, naturally like taking action towards you. You see, he's facing you. You're facing this way, but he's facing you. So it's almost like he's following your lead, but he's still the leader here. Look, the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords. That's what we want to see. You literally pulled yourself out the trenches. That's literally what this card is. Guys, if you're in here, you have like the stream, please like it. The Wheel of Fortune. Girl, when I say change, change is coming. The Nine of Cups for me is like that wish fulfillment card, right? It's like, I feel like you just put yourself a step closer. And I know that we don't like to look at it as like where manifestation is out there, but we know that repetition of thought is what creates, right? So we know that um sometimes, yeah, the more you affirm, the quicker this comes, and that's maybe how I think of it. But we also know that we don't have to affirm all day long. um Hi, Jess. Okay, you'll be at it in a second. You have the Page of Swords, so I feel so. Okay, with the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I just wanted to get one on the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords, you just opened up a the Six of Swords, again, letting go of the baggage, right? Moving on, leaving things behind, right? It's a card of relief. And the Page of Swords is letting me know that you're bringing in some type of inspired action that someone is taking towards you. This is bringing more inspiration. So I feel like even with you, like, we know just as repetition creates, right? But you're going to start feeling more inspired to do things. Maybe like switch things around a little bit, or you're going to be feeling more like, it's not going to feel, I know sometimes it could get rough, like when we're on these journeys of like mind shifting, but I mindset shifting, I mean, and I feel like it's just bringing you more, like you're feeling more inspired to do it. So I'm trying to make that make sense, right? Instead of it being like, okay, I know I have to affirm, right? The more I repeat, like repetition creates, so I just got to keep affirming, but it's not going to feel like that. It's actually going to feel more fun to you. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of change, make decisive decisions, right? And you have the Seven of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. So I feel like the seed you planted when you first started is now reaching a point where it's going to be, the results are coming back to you. Does that make sense to you, Jess? Everything I said? I know some of it was like, I was trying to make it make sense as best as I could. So it's like you kind of just, so we know with the Seven of Pentacles, like there's like, we're planting a seed and we gotta wait for it to grow. Well, like you kind of just made that growth instead of it going like, it was like a steady growth, right? So going from 0 to 100, that's how I could explain it. Going from, instead of like A, B, C, you just went from like D to like R or X. Like, yeah, so you kind of just made it, like, you kind of just boosted it, is what I'm getting with that. Yeah, like the Magician here. So that's what I have for you, Jess. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, there's going to be more. I just feel like you kind of just, I don't want to say shifted timelines, but you kind of did, in a sense. Like you kind of just literally went from here all the way to over there. Yeah, like you, no, literally, like you went from you went from level B to like a level, like I said, level 3 to level 50, and it's only, there's only 60 levels, right? So then that means like you just boosted yourself much closer than where you were at. You know what that saying, I could give you like a human experience saying where it says you could spend, you could spend like 4 years with no movement, and then all of a sudden in 1 month everything just happens. That's what I feel like. I feel like you just kind of just literally skip practically to the end. So that is what I have for you, Jess. All right, SB, you're gonna have to post your second question again, because I was still on Jess, and I know there's a lot of comments. I may not be able to go back up, and I can't save it when I'm on directly through fuck YouTube. I was gonna call it Facebook, Twitter. You're like, so I got your first question. Let me go on there. And just we can close donations at, we could do 11:30. Wait, where is it? SB, can you please post your question again? Because I can't. It's already gone from my screen, and I can't save it on here. When I'm on StreamYard, I can save the questions, but not on here. I wish they would do that, but they don't. All right, so let's see. What does my higher self think of me? All right, let's see. You know what? For the first time ever, the other day I got a reading about my higher self. I was just confirming something. I'm like, okay, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. I mean, I am my higher self, but I just still wanted to confirm. What does Sarah's, what does her higher self think of her? What does her higher self think of her, Spirit? The Ace of Cups is here. The Tower. The Page of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The Star. I feel like with the Ace of Cups is here, so I feel like your higher self views you, or thinks of you as someone who's very joyful, very loving, very compassionate, someone who has like a lot of like has been going through a lot of personal growth. And I was even getting that when I pulled this card, like someone who's like exploring growth right now, like is feeling more free, right? The Tower to me is a card of change. Is like is how she's there, she thinks of you, your higher self thinks of you or views you, is in the sense of like you. The Tower is like a card to me that when a foundation is not strong, it crumbles, right? But so like you're rebuilding yourself is how I see. Like I'm getting like you're rebuilding yourself, but with confidence, with a lot of curiosity, being very fearless. Someone who feels inspired to grow, someone who feels inspired to explore. And I feel like also too someone who's open to new ideas. So even if you're not there right now, you're gonna start getting there. With the Page of Swords, I feel like they view someone that's very, again, very curious, very communicative, very confident, very fair too, and someone that has a lot of mental like intelligence. Like you're not, look, yeah, with the high, I was trying to clarify that someone who has a lot of mental intelligence, that is not just doing things off emotions. You know how to like tap into your mind and get clarity when you need to. I also feel like with the High Priestess being here, I feel like they're saying like you're making right decisions. So again, like you're not making decisions just based off ego. You make like actual intuitive, inspired decisions. With the Queen of Pentacles, they're viewing you as a good parent, that very nurturing, a leader, someone who's also very practical, very like a financial provider, which is good parenting. And I also feel like very again, like very conscious and aware of decisions. I had to shake up. I had a shake up in my life a couple months back. Oh yes, I've been having a lot of personal growth. Yes, definitely for both. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Let me just get one for this star. They're saying to trust in what you're creating. Like just continue to have that belief in yourself, right? You're going through a rebirth is what that's what I should have gotten up here, but they were being like so difficult to get the message out. But like yeah, like they're saying you're going through a rebirth, but it's a rebirth of growth. Where I feel like if you do feel like past connections, not just romantic ones, but like even with family, friends, you feel like you poured more out and then you were breadcrumbed, that's like you're not gonna be experiencing that moving forward as long as you continue to grow. Yeah, look, the Ace of Pentacles, that's growth right there. That's like growth in general. And that's a card of abundance, and opportunities. I feel like they want you to know too, you may have some career opportunities coming up for you. Like a lot of financial growth. Like the Empress, yeah, see, like you're evolving. You went from a queen to empress. So like I was saying, yeah, like you're going through a rebirth and they're saying just keep going. Don't look back. Yeah, yeah, I get it, girl. I get that, but it will just make call in your person, the right one. Spirit always gives you clarity. Like I still get clarity from spirit, no matter what my beliefs are, when it comes to like my manifestation stuff, but I still believe in spirit, and I still believe in getting clarity, which is something that I recently, had to go back to and be like, all right, show me, who it is. And yeah, it was a clear picture. So yeah. All right, so did you post your second question? Oh wait, you haven't posted it yet. Yeah, that's good. Like I tell y'all all the time on here, I tell everybody, like, nobody knows you like you. So even a therapist, you could get a therapist, but if you're not being honest with your therapist, then how are they gonna help you for real, with the stuff that's really inside, you know? And I even forgot that I asked for clarity. I just and IJ know, because we talk all the time, but I forgot that I asked for clarity, and when I was like, oh my god, all right, I got it. Like, thank you. All right, let's see. Remember, Justin, I was like, y'all, I just experienced the craziest thing. Like, see, I get stuff like that for other people, but I've never actually gotten it for myself. But I started to say, like, I'd rather tap into my own energy and, get my own clarity than go into other people. But yeah, a clear image. Like, a picture, like a whole clear image. I was a little freaked out for a few days too. I was like, oh my god, like, what was that? Then I was like, okay. Then I started to think, and I was like, oh wait, I did ask for like I asked for a sign of clarity, something. All right, I'm curious and what he thinks of me. What do you think of Sarah? Yeah, do it. Just ask one time and just forget about it. Like, just ask one time. I mean, I've always, that's even before I became, like, learn about manifestation, about how we're the ones creating all of our experiences. But I used to always ask spirit for, like, I asked God for signs. And I swear, like, my guy best friend was saying this the other day. He's like, yo, whenever you ask for a sign, you get it the same day, like, or a few days later. Like, that don't really happen to people. I'm like, it does. It happens to everyone. We just don't, people are not aware. They're not as, open. And what do you think of Sarah? So just, let it come to you. It will. The Ten of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. So he thinks of you as someone who's very loving, very caring about family, her son, someone who's very emotionally stable. I feel like he gets a very peaceful energy from you, a very like calm energy, right? Like if he could put, if he were to, like, if someone were to ask him, give me one word to describe her, he will probably say something like harmony, right? And with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like he views you as someone that's very hardworking, but also someone that he would actually put work into. He also sees you as someone that's very reserved, could be very protective, like, doesn't really take shit from people. Is how I'm seeing this Nine of Wands. Like, how to, like, I don't know if you've ever, like, taken time from speaking to him. Maybe you needed, like, to just pull back your energy, because I feel like that's how he's looking at this. Like, you know when to pull back your energy, you know when to, like, come in, right? And the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups here, to me, it feels like there's mutual feelings here. There is love interest here. I want to say that there is interest for a romantic relationship, and there is physical attraction. Show me more. You guys have, like, a shared understand. I think he feels like he understands you. Like, if you pull back, or, you know you kind of just, again, take a little break from him. He kind of just understands it. I took a minute. Okay. The Justice. The Knight of Wands. He views you as someone that's very clear, like very fair, but I'm also getting someone who's very well balanced. Like, I feel like he views you as someone that has a lot going on with this Eight of Pentacles being here too, but you make things happen. Like, you make time for everything in your life where it doesn't feel cluttered. He's looking from his own perspective is what I'm getting. And with the Knight of Wands, again, I'm getting like sexual energy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting like very like high sexual energy from him. So I feel like he's definitely very sexually attracted to you. Anything else, Spirit? The Five of Swords. I feel like, so do you guys live at a distance? Because I feel like he's may feel a little bit of conflict here. What is that? What is this conflict for him? Hold on. What is this conflict for him? You did? Oh my God, that's funny. The Hermit. I feel like, give me one more. The Queen of Wands. You know what? I feel like he may have some insecurities because of you. Because of how you look. Like, you're beautiful is how he's viewing you, very confident. Again, like, you're very attractive, very independent. And again, like, that sexual energy is there, and I feel like he may have a little bit of insecurities with that. You said he might be back in New York, not for sure, or he's local but further down. I'll see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It could be either like just distance, maybe there's a little bit of conflict there, but I also feel like maybe he wants more closeness with you. Because I definitely get that too. Like, there could be a little bit of jealousy under, you know, under the rug that he's not really showing. So that's what I have for you, Sarah. I hope that was helpful. The beauty, oh my God, that's so funny, because that's literally, you know, that's what the I wonder, I want to ask, hold on, does he have her saved as that? I just want to see. Does he have her saved as that, Spirit? Like the Lovers, yeah, he may have you saved as that. That's funny. Ooh, my wrist is like, you're welcome, boo. Thank you. All right, Diamond, if you're here, you can post. Let me see, where did I put my child? Right here. Have a good evening. All right, let's see. What are S's thoughts after running across Diamond yesterday? What are S's thoughts? Oh, give me a second, guys. Oh. What are S's thoughts after running across Diamond yesterday? right, the Lovers is here. Oh, there's much more than that going on now, Diamond. The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Hmm. I feel like, so with the Lovers, to me, it's like he still feels like there's still a connection here, right? This is also a card of attraction. This is a card of, you know, soulmates, right? Unity, partnerships, love. And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, like, because I have the Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands, he feels like it's hard work. So I feel like you, how he's feeling, or his thoughts is like, I still feel a connection here, but it will be it's too much work. So it's like almost like he feels a little guarded. I'm not gonna lie, with the Nine of Wands, there's a bit of a guarded energy here. But for me, the Nine of Wands has always been a card of like, there's not a wall, it's just a stick. Like he has a stick in front of him, that he's using to guard himself, but it's not a wall. Like he doesn't have his wall up. um the Page of Cups is here. Clarify the nine. Clarify the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Cups. It could be because of the family. Is that because of his family? Show me. Is he guarded because does he feel like he? Yeah, the King of Swords. So you know what I feel, because the Page of Cups is here. I feel like he's wanting to talk to you. Like he's been thinking about, like, damn, I really want to talk to her. Have you guys talked? Like, how long has this been? Because the Page of Cups is like that energy of when you first start talking to someone, but, or he wants to send like a lighthearted message. Yeah, look, the Eight of Wands. Like I said, he wants to communicate. He wants to send like a lighthearted message, extend an olive branch, like something small. Maybe to see how you're doing. Yeah, see the Two of Cups. I feel like you both have been thinking about each other since that. So he's definitely thinking about you. He still feels the kind of, you literally have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, but there's a conflict here for him. Like it feels like there's a conflict that it would take a lot of work. But he still feels connected to you. I honestly feel like there's a urge to speak to you, because the Eight of Wands is like a very high, like high energy type of card, right? It's like, I want to talk to this person right now, like right this second. And that's what I'm getting from him. Like I feel like you kind of like seeing you, it stirred a lot of emotions for him. Like it stirred a lot of emotions for him. He also feels like you and him have like an understanding that maybe like it's not happening right now, but maybe it can happen in the future. That's what I feel like how he's thinking, because that's what the Eight of Pentacles for me is too. It's like a card where anything could happen in the future. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, like the Five of Cups with the Hierophant. There's loss and grief here. There's like loss and grief here for sure. And I feel like there's disappointment too, and like pessimism. So I feel like if there's an, like, how can I say it, like if your birthday was like tomorrow, he'll reach out to say happy birthday just to see if you'll respond. But like he doesn't know how to start a conversation with you. That's what I'm getting from him. Like he doesn't know how to start a conversation, even though he wants to communicate. I also feel like with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is like a very respectful energy. So I feel like, not energy, it's a very respectful, um yeah, energy. I don't even know why I questioned that. And I feel like he's kind of like, I feel like So I feel like like him in the past, he would have still reached out, right? Knowing that he can't offer you anything, like he would have just reached out. But like right now, I think he almost feels like embarrassed that he can't offer you anything, so he's just maybe not to reach out unless like, like I said, like a birthday comes up or something like that. I feel like you might hear from him because I feel like the Eight of Wands is in the center, and that's always like the main energy. So that's the communication card. I feel like you might hear from him. Like if you don't hear from him, I would say within like the next like 2 weeks, then I'm not saying you're never gonna hear from him, but it may be a while before you hear from him. So that's what I have for you, Diamond. You're welcome. All right, Jasmine Mar, are you here? Okay, I have your question. Oh, snap, his birthday is next month. I'm not gonna reach out. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be waiting for that. Yes, Jess. Girl, trust your process. Exactly, because we all have a different process. All right, let me get to this question. So they gave you like you had like diarrhea, Jess, earlier. It burned your booty home. All right. So what will it be like working at SB boarding private school for just spirit? What will it be like for her? Okay, we got the King of Cups in the reverse, the Temperance, the Lovers. Spirit is saying you're like be patient. I feel like maybe in like I want to say like initially like they're I don't know if it's like rules that they have or like what, but it may feel a little bit too much for you. But I feel like how I look at it is I always feel like getting I mean, this is just an assumption that I have, and this is just from my experience of like being like an office manager too, where it's like I used to always tell people like if just because you don't get it right now, it doesn't mean you're not gonna get it. Just it's a repetition of tasks, right? We even when we learned the ABCs, I'm pretty sure our teachers were doing it often, right? And it's but I know you're a teacher, and I didn't mean to use that specific analogy, but that it is what it is, right? We didn't learn numbers by just hearing them once. So I feel like initially, like they're saying, just have patience because you will find your balance. So I feel like maybe initially you're gonna maybe feel a little overwhelmed, um a little overwhelmed, or like a little bit of burnout is what I'm getting. Show me the 10 of Swords. Yeah, but see, you come out of it. Like, I feel like you're gonna come out of it fast. So I feel like maybe like initially it'll just feel like a lot to get used to. Have you ever worked at a private school? Because is there a difference? I don't, like, Spirit is kind of, that's how they're making me feel right now. But I don't know. Like, they're making me feel like if you work at a public school or like so here we have public and we have, oh my God, what's the other one? Like, my nephew goes to it. It's almost like a private school, but it's not. Um, but it's not run by the school district of Philadelphia, his school. It runs by its own self. It's like a, yeah, like a, almost like a private entity. Um, the Page of Pentacles. Oh, it'll be for your first time. Oh wait, it's a boarding school, not private. My bad. But it may be a little bit of a difference. So maybe, yeah, I feel like if your past jobs felt almost similar, this is going to be completely different. But like I said, I feel like you come out of that, your creative like spirit is going to be like shining, is what I'm getting. Your creative spirit is going to be shining. The Page of Pentacles is here, so I feel like you're going to feel very ambitious, very I feel like there's a lot of loyalty here. So there's going to be people that are actually going to be helping you. People that feel trustworthy to you. So I feel like, again, initially you're going to go in there, you're going to be like, okay, almost like, the 7 of Swords, I always say, is like looking behind its back, like, I have to watch my back. You're maybe feel like that initially, but then soon you'll find out that I don't have to do that. Like, I don't have to do that. I feel grounded. I feel good. I'm enjoying this opportunity. And I feel like it's also opening you up to more financial opportunities. I will consider living on campus. Okay, I could see how that's gonna go too. The Magician is here, which is, to me, this is your creative power, right? To me, the Magician is like all the kings in one. So like every single power is all in one. So like I said, I feel like creativity, like your creative spirit is gonna grow here. It's gonna shine more. It's gonna feel, you're gonna have more desire to get things done. The Tower is here, so again, there is gonna be definitely a lot of change from what you're used to. I just want to see one more with this Tower. The Two of Cups. Are you working with anyone close to you? Because I keep seeing like a partnership here, like someone that's helping you grow, someone that's like, not necessarily like assisting you, but someone that's like actually like putting effort for your growth. Like, they want you to grow, they want you to expand, they want you to, like, how some people will like, they get afraid of you taking their position. I feel like there is gonna be someone here that's not gonna be afraid of that, and they're actually going to, yeah, see, like the Four of Swords for me is like a very relaxed energy, like a peaceful energy. Oh, okay. The Two of Wands. Yeah, if you haven't, I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, like I said, there's financial growth here. So I do feel like the pay may definitely be good. I mean, that wasn't the original question, so I didn't ask that, but just based on the Page of Pentacles, I feel like it could be. The Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Death card. See, I keep getting change from your past, change from your past jobs, change from your past jobs. Like, you actually growing here. Even the Three of Pentacles, there's teamwork, there's collaborations, there's, like people that are gonna be like focusing on like effort to help you grow. You're gonna be like learning more things, and I don't think it's like necessarily like you're being trained to learn things. You're just gonna be able to expand creatively. Um, Sweet with the air chair. It's It is a Christian school. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like it's gonna be a lot different than like other jobs that you like other schools that you've worked for, but in a good way. Like you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna be able to grow here. Like if you have felt in your last few like schools that you worked at where you weren't really able to grow, like they kind of left you, like kept you boxed in. That's this feels like something more different where you're gonna feel more like you're able to like open up more and that they're open to it. Let me grab the moon deck. I want to do the moon deck. I have unlimited in what I'm able to do with the students. Yeah, that makes sense. The why that was showing up. Like I feel like here you're gonna be able to do more. So you have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, see, there's change. They're saying meditate and contemplate. So maybe like if you are offered the job, to definitely like, think things through. Just make sure it's a good fit for you. A personal issue reaches resolution. You have bring love into the situation. So to me, just kind of like bring that positive energy, like, that energy of like, I already got it. Um, okay, spirit, okay. They're coming out in twos. A time to give rather than to take. But I feel like this is given to yourself, to be honest. That card for me always feels that way. Communication is key. So I would say too, like when the interviews, be clear about like what you're looking for. Um, ooh. All right, we're gonna take those. That flip. The answers you need are coming. Take time to breathe out. Believe in the impossible. It's time to release negativity. Remember I said like what was the card? Bring love to the situation, like bring like good energy towards it, like almost like be assertive. And you have expect powerful change. So like I said, it's gonna be different than what you're used to. Um like completely different. You'll be teaching ceramics. Yeah, I know you do ceramics. I think that's so cool. So that's what I have for you, Jess. I hope that was helpful. It looks promising. I will say that. It looks very promising. All right, and my other Jess, you can post. You're welcome, love. Thank you. Oh, snaps, IJ. I know. I just looked at the time. I was like, oh, shit, I still been on. I'm still on. It doesn't even feel like it's been 2 hours, y'all. Like, it really doesn't. All right, just orange messages. Where the fuck are my orange messages? Oh, they're right here. Never mind. Hi, everyone who's in here. Yo, that's funny, Joss. I don't know why that made me laugh, cause you haven't gotten regular messages in a little while, right? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just want them. Yeah. You know what? The other day I was like, I should have just pulled some messages from me, but then I was like, nah. Like I don't know. Like lately, I just haven't. I didn't need it. I wish you did channel messages. Just would probably be like, your man said, go have a dookie. Dang, I don't know if Anila still wants that same question. That's why I don't want to do it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to email her. Like, your man said he took a doobie today. I drive by to see if you're home. I definitely feel the same exact way. Calling to apologize for my behavior. Your set is the most amazing. I'm up at night worrying about us and our whole future. Yo, that's funny. I gotta send y'all the questionnaire. Not the questionnaire, but like the thing for the money course. I'm not letting you go, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do it sooner because I have a like I the y'all. I got some good material for y'all. I can't wait. They don't understand the bond that we have. I feel like it was, you know what? Sometimes when things are not happening, I don't really look at it as I'm just like it's, you know what? Is working at the right time. Will you stay the night with me? Cause I got some good material for y'all. Even for myself at yeah. How could I have been so blind? Yeah, how could you? I know you needed this. I know you needed this space, but please come back soon. Bye, boy. You better come to her. Say no. I wish I was brave enough to tell you I still love you and want you in my life. Yes, you're gaining momentum, so just do it. I got a set. Well, Dookie, you are very intimidating to me. Y'all are fucking crazy. Expect a call or text. Expect a call, text, email, or direct message from me. I'm just giving you extra Jess. Let's see. For Jess. I really love everything about you. And preparing to send you a text. Yeah, I know that's right. All right, and let's do your what's coming towards you. Hi, BG. How are you? Yeah, he was talking. That's why I just kept going. I leave clues to tell you how I feel. So like I feel like liking your stuff and like stuff like that. I'm BG. I'm closed, boo. I'll be back on tomorrow. But yeah, donations been closed for a while. Um, Where is, okay, here it goes. All right, let's see. Or you know what? It's a yes or no. I'll do it this time. That's fine. So you could post your question. Yeah, it's a yes or no. I just don't know if I'm gonna be back on. I mean, I'm sure I will, but unexpected love messages. Jess, what is coming towards Jess? What is coming towards Jess? And so we have air sign Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. A surprise, a true soul connection. What's coming towards Jess? A healthy relationship. Your ancestors are protecting you. Someone is calling you. We have water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Going on a holiday or vacation. You're evolving. You have a date night. I feel like we have marriage. I want to say this is between, I feel like Libra and Scorpio season are going to be real important for your relationship. For your relationship with your man, going to be some very important, I feel like before then things are already going to be happening, but I feel like by those seasons is like, yeah, it's going to be some like things, some things are going to feel more solid for you. Libra is September, so basically between now and November, like things are gonna really transpire that like really bring, like, make things more solid for you. So that is what I have for you. Yeah, just because we don't really pay attention to that. I mean, I know because I remember I used to be really into like astrology and like, you know, I mean, I still shout out that I'm a Sagittarius, but I just don't I don't box myself or other people into that stuff. All right, so for BG, will Alex reach out tonight? I'm holding back my text, trying, wait, trying to see if he'll do it first. We are barely reconciling. All right, let's see. Will Alex reach out to BG tonight? If it's not yours or Jay's, huh? If it's not yours or Jay's. Because I bet you know when Aries season is like, no. Will he reach out to Jay tonight? All right, we have the Two of Cups. Will he reach out to me tonight? The Knight of Cups. And the Empress in the reverse. Clarify this Empress in the reverse. I'm hearing lack of progress, but I'm also, because the Empress in the reverse, right? It talks about like insecurities, like negative things, like a negative block, right? So I want to say I feel like he is going to reach out because I do have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the the Four of Wands. So I feel like he is gonna reach out, but Spirit is also, and it's not me calling you out, it's Spirit. They're saying you need to be more, feel more confident with your connection with him. Like there needs to be, there is like a bit like insecurity that you're holding on to, where it's the thing with this kind of stuff, like it just builds up. It continues to build up if you don't get control of it right away, right? And just kind of like have more confidence in yourself and also in the connection, because you guys are literally mirroring each other. You got the Two of Cups here. So I feel like I always say this, like when you're in a connection with someone, you go off of each other's energy. And even if he's not feeling like you're insecure, right? Because he's not going to feel that per se, but in his own world, he'll get it like, I'll just reach out to her tomorrow. Like he'll get it in his own kind of way. So like if you're feeling like, you know, I don't think he's gonna reach out. Like I'm feeling insecure. I don't. He may not reach out. He may reach out. Then it shows up for him in a in a way where it's like he won't reach out because he's feeling uncertain. So it won't show up exactly how you're thinking it, but it will show up in his own kind of way. Um, yeah, he got cold feet after talking about being serious, so that makes sense. I do need to be more confident. Yeah, I would say like definitely put more confident, because I do feel like you guys have mutual feelings, right? Mutual attraction, and I do feel like he's following his heart when it comes to you. The Four of Wands is here. That's, to me, that's like even like a marriage card. But if you're not feeling secure about him, you or the relationship, look, the Tower is here. Things can, like I said, I don't want to say things can crumble. That sounds like hella rough, but I feel like that was a side message from Spirit, where it's like, if you don't, basically, if you don't check yourself and your, like, the way you're thinking about the connection, it's gonna keep unfolding that way. So I hope that was helpful, but I am getting a yes of him reaching out. Like he's literally like following his heart to come towards you. So that is for BG, and thank you so much. Remember, I always tell y'all, like, your person is gonna feed off of your energy, because he lives in you. Lives in your reality, right? So he's gonna show up for you in the way that you're viewing him. So I wouldn't even say he has cold feet. I would just lie to myself and be like, no, he feels very secure about our relationship. You're welcome. I reopened my shop this week because I was like, all right, I want to do something. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people won't tell you guys, but your person is you. So it shows up in a different way for them, but it still shows up. And you want to make sure that whatever you're putting out there, look, my girl Toga, I told her, I was like, I forget what she was saying. And I said, no, you better stop saying that. I was like, you better start saying this, or like, you better start acting like this, because life is going to show you what you're saying. Like, that's what I've learned. Life is gonna show you what you're. So if you're saying, like, that's what I tell people all the time. Stop saying the men ain't shit, because then you wonder why you keep finding men that ain't shit. So remember, like, that kind of goes. That all goes together. So yeah, good luck with everything, and thank you for stopping by and donating. Wait, T-Boy said what? How many what? Gonna get a dookie is coming. Yo, I want to give you what's coming messages later. I'm gonna DM you. Who? T-Boy or me? I want some love messages. Yes, my girl did. Yeah, BG. Yep. And be like, he's texting me right the fuck now. Like, why would he not text you when you're the shit? Like, I want some love messages. Hannah, you could do what's coming towards me. I want some romantic shit, just. Not me. I'm telling just. I want some love messages. Why should be like, Get a life, bitch. I'm just kidding. Right, like, I love your dookie scent. I love the scent of your dookie. Surprise me, Jess. But only send me good stuff. Say nah. I love the scent of your doo-doo. Right. Yo, that's a good one for you, Just like every time I take a dookie, he be blowing up my phone. Like I couldn't even take a dookie without him blowing up my phone. Ooh, that's a good placebo. Oh, I think August. I think I want us to do an affirmation. I mean, you're not. What's the? How rarely are you freaking constipated? Once you have the belief, I mean, how often? I mean, not rarely. How often are you constipated? Just be for real. I wanna what I was gonna say. Wait, what is good? I forgot what I was saying before this. Oh my god, my mind be going. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I think our August challenge. Damn, we still got what, the rest of this week, the following week, and practically the we still got 2 months with this revision. But I like it. I like it. We got to keep going. Keep going with the revision, y'all. But I think August we might do an affirmation. I've never really done an affirmation, but I did add one to my self concept. Have you ever done affirmations, Just? I mean, I've heard amazing stories about those, but I don't know too many. Like I've never done affirmations. Yeah, me either. So I don't know. That's one I will have to think about. Cause that August is a 31-day month too. So I gotta think about that one. I gotta think about it. But it might be just for fun. Yeah, I think I've tried, but to me I don't know. It just feels weird. Like it feels weird. I mean, they say for a lot of people that have like resistance, it's easier for them because it's like when you're asking your subconscious a question, it tends to be like, let me go get the answer for them. So, where like that's why when I said like when you do an like when you say your affirmation, then you say because and you give it an answer, your subconscious mind it already got the answer, so it don't need to look for one. Because that's what they say. They say that your your mind will start to like look for reason And if you give it a reason, then they don't gotta look for it. But I personally have never used them. Right, just. Mhm. Yes, but I've never used them, so that's what I was asking. I don't know. I'll think of something for August. It's a long month. Maybe we'll do like some little. Ooh, I do have one for you guys for, I want to say, the next 7 days. I'll text y'all. I got one for us. I got one for us. I got one for us. Y'all have y'all stuff recorded, right? Like, you've recorded your affirmations. Do you have your affirmations recorded? Okay. What you mean? Oh, wait, you. Wait, how do you do that? Text to speech ones too. But no, I want to. I want. Well, as long as you can listen to them. Can you listen to them? I know the Power app. Yeah, it's gonna be for listening purposes. So I will text you guys and screen recording it. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna. We're gonna do something. Do you listen to them while you sleep, Jess? There's gonna be specifically going. I'll text y'all. A little challenge for us to do. It's not much because you're just listening to them, but yeah. Hi, who's all in here? Or when you nap? Okay, so this is gonna be for a little bit longer period of time. Um, yeah. So we're gonna do that. I feel like I just want to see, like, when you sleep and you listen to stuff, it kind of gives you, it goes right into the subconscious mind. I know sometimes it's hard for me to listen to words, but it's even sometimes hard to listen to um even subliminals. I do that as like I feel, like as I like feel to, like, okay, cool, I want to do that. Who's in here with us? Who's just listening? Come talk to us. IJ, you got your affirmations recorded on the Parrot app or on any app like that you can listen to? I've been preaching about it for I don't know how long, IJ. Say no. It's just good to have because, like I said, like I feel like even remember anything that you are using as repetition still impresses the subconscious mind. So, because I have a little challenge for us. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I prefer my own voice. You know me, like I feel like if my subconscious mind is gonna pick up on my voice right away rather than somebody else's, then I'm gonna use mine. Yo, I remember when I first was found out about like recording my own affirmations, I was fucking terrified. I think everybody goes through that. I was terrified, and now I only feel comfortable listening to my own voice with affirmations, or like I said, someone that I know. But even those, I just get like the Rampage, because the person I got it from, she's like real hyper active and stuff, and it'd be making me feel like, yeah, like I'm that girl. And then the subliminals is I can't hear the voice, so it don't matter. So it don't matter. So IJ, make sure you record your affirmations, because I got a challenge for y'all. Not a challenge, but I feel like I want to see like how you guys feel. I mean, I'm gonna do it too with y'all because I don't necessarily um do it, but I mean I do it whenever I feel like it. But I want to see if I were to do it for a week consistently. Let's see what happens. I mean, I intend that we're gonna see amazing things happen. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. It's 12:30. I gotta get up early, so I will talk to you guys. I'll text y'all. Bye. And thank you to everyone that came through tonight. I feel like I saw some faces I haven't seen in a minute.